Syracuse women's lacrosse. They were in New Haven, and not just for the pizza. They had a date with number 13 Yale. Let's see if they got a result on the other side. Well, Syracuse women's lacrosse has not been afforded any easy games this season. To start the year, Kayla Trainer's group has faced 9 ranked opponents, and today Yale made that 10. A top 15 clash in New Haven, and well, it did not go well for Syracuse, falling 13-10. After a back-and-forth first quarter, the Bulldogs stormed away in the second frame, winning every draw control, taking a 7-5 lead, and the Orange could not catch up. Sophomore Ashley Volpe did have a season-high 4 goals. Syracuse now travels 2,000 miles west. Yeah, welcome to college athletics for a date with Cal. The Golden Bears are winless in ACC play. Syracuse and Duke, a matchup that was once a staple on the college basketball slate, although in recent years it's dipped off. Welcome to sports. I'm AJ Myers. Tonight, that rivalry, if you want to spin it that way, gets renewed. Why is it not the hottest item in town anymore? Well, the Blue Devils, they've held up their end of the bargain. They're the second best team in the country. But on the Orange side, SU is 2 games under 500 and in the bottom half of the ACC. Yet Duke should still bring in a packed dome crowd. You see behind me, not too many fans there yet. It's because of their freshman phenom, Cooper Flagg. Get a look of these stats that he has put up this year. I mean, that is great stuff for just a freshman. It is highly expected that the forward is going to be selected number 1 overall in the upcoming NBA draft. What can the Orange do to stop Flagg? Well, this is what Syracuse assistant coach Alan Griffin said this morning on handling the freshman. Could Juan Soto or Aaron Judge be taking a class at SU? Well, not exactly. Yesterday, Syracuse University and the Major League Baseball Players Association announced a partnership that would allow current and former players to get online degrees, certifications, and credentials. The schools that are participating are the Newhouse School of Public Communications, Falk School of Sports, Whitman School of Management, and the College of Professional Studies. That's right. Last season for Syracuse was better than this season by a long shot. Fans at the start of this season were expecting the team to fight for the top of the ACC standings. That just isn't the case. Syracuse currently sits 15th and is in jeopardy of missing out on the tournament in Charlotte because of the realignment and the new teams joining the conference. It means the bottom 3 teams do not make the ACC tournament, and Syracuse in the bottom 11, their last 4 games, 3 of those teams are in that bottom 11 spot. One of those is tonight against NC State, a big matchup, but Adrian Autry isn't worried about the tournament. He's focused on winning these games that are left in the regular season.
And Morris standing over the ball for the Demon Deacons. 3 options. Both players can send in a good cross. We've seen that throughout this match. It'll be Colton to strike it. It's Emily Colton, and it's saved by Vanderbosch.
So with 3 players around the ball for Wake, just trying to trick Syracuse a little bit, but the Orange not fooled. You saw McDermott closing in on that ball, but in the end, Vanderbosch had a clear view line of that one, and a comfortable save when all was said and done.
Grant was looking for Murphy, but plays it out of play, and Vanderbosch, can't really say she's to blame for those 2 goals. They were really good finishes by Wake Forest, and she's come up with some big saves today. It's Murphy again in the 18-yard box. That one unable to stay in play, and it's a goal kick for Syracuse. And an SU change now, as Anna Rupert will check into the match for Liesl Auden, who did not start the first half and was not subbed in the first half. Started the second half in the starting lineup, but she now checks out for Murphy. For Rupert, rather.
And Auden provided a bit of a spark there. You know, she had some decent looks from outside the box, gave a few good minutes, but now Rupert, well rested, promising freshman, back out there. So no real surprise to see this change at this point in the second half.
Emily Colton on the ball, sends it out wide for Small, and it's Grant once again there to shut down any danger from Wake Forest. Throw in for the Demon Deacons. Syracuse is preparing another change as players just slow to get up. It's Murphy who is down, and it looks as though it'll be Murphy to check out. She's really dealing with something. And it's Julia Denning who will come back into the match.
Syracuse, number 23, Julia Denning. For number 14, Kate Murphy.
Denning, her 12th appearance on the year, has a goal and an assist. Just 2 starts, so she's usually a player that is coming off the bench for Nikki Thrasher-Adams. Cycled back around for Wake Forest, now pushed out wide. Here's Hanks, who seems to recover from the knock that she took. Hanks on Oching, speeds around her, sends a ball into the box. Murphy, Colton, 3-0 Wake Forest. Great play from the Demon Deacons, and it's another goal for Emily Colton. Kyra Wood and Tanisha Brown meet in the middle for the tip, and it's a tip that is won by Syracuse. Dominique Camp collects it, gets it right out to Georgia Woolley. Camp, as you can tell, rocking the knee brace. She tore her ACL at the start of last season. She's happy to be back in the group with the side as Verajao gets right to work in the paint and gets the easy 2. And there is the FDU starting 5. As we mentioned, Ava Renninger replacing Stacey Williams in that starting 5. Hudson, what impact does she have immediately in this game?
Well, she's got a lot of playmaking skill, as you see there, although Park can't hit the 3. She has that playmaking ability, but her slashing is what's really important. Syracuse will be playing on the back heel in transition today.
As Syracuse lineup comes up on your screen, Woolley feeds it off to Verajao, gets right inside, doesn't go. Wood with the rebound, she gets a second chance point, and Syracuse is out to a 4-0 lead.
And that's why you see at the 4 and the 5 there, Wood and Verajao, so important. The height advantage that Syracuse has today, very important. The last time FDU was out, they played Bucknell. 40 of 56 points for Bucknell were in the paint.
Clear height advantage today. That's going to be Syracuse's biggest advantage going up against this undefeated Knights squad. Renninger double teamed, gets it to Park. Parks had 17 points last time out against Bucknell, as a shot there is no good and collected by Verajao.
Tanisha Brown is a real threat on the offensive glass, but so far the boxing out of Verajao has silenced her through the first couple of possessions.
Woolley also had 17 points. She gets fouled there and will head to the free throw line.
Something you always want to see Georgia Woolley do. Obviously, no more Deasia Fair from last year to this year. You look for your #1 scorer. Woolley has been that on the stat sheet, but this year it's about more physicality and creating her own shot, not just running part of the offense. She's done that to a T this year, but can it continue throughout the year?
First free throw from Woolley is off, and Hudson, as you mentioned, she had 17 points against Maryland. She's gotten that scoring up, but how important is it to get over that 17 mark and get into the 20s like Deasia Fair did?
Well, exactly. It's not entirely a numbers game, but it really does come with being more comfortable in slashing to the hoop. She's great from the mid-range. She's great when other opportunities are set up for her from three-point range, but can she drive to the hoop and be that aggressive force that Syracuse needs in a leading score?
FDU makes an early change as Bella Toomey comes in, the sophomore from Philadelphia. Renninger directing traffic once again for the Knights. Park swarmed by Syracuse defenders, and Camp has the interception. Syracuse runs the other way. They have numbers. Camp retreats. A good defense there by Park. It will be a Syracuse ball on a side out.
We talked a lot to Felicia Leggett-Jack about creating those turnovers in transition. Dominique Camp read the passing lanes beautifully. 6th-year player. There's no surprise she knows everything that's going out on the court.
FLJ said this Syracuse squad was disrespecting defense. She'll like what she saw from Camp there as Woolley gets it inside to Wood. Layup doesn't go. Wood gets her own rebound and gets the second chance opportunity once again, and Syracuse is out to a 7-0 lead.
It's that size advantage we were talking about, but it helps even more when Tanisha Brown checks out of the game, and Lily Park, who plays a lot on the exterior, can't really keep up with that length of Kyra Wood down low.
Strong defense once again. Park gets to the free throw line. Jumper doesn't fall. Gets her own miss. And it's a tie-up. It'll be a jump ball. It'll be possession to FDU But early on, Hudson, you could see a clear message for the Syracuse side, really defend with purpose.
Exactly, a whole lot of intensity on defense. We got a chance to watch Felicia coach them up in practice today, and she was not happy early on with the intensity they showed on defense. You mentioned disrespecting defense. Well, the closeouts have been a lot quicker. The shifting from the guards, too, has been a lot better.
Camp, who had that steal, takes a three, and it goes. That looked clean from Dominique Camp, and it forces a timeout from Fairleigh Dickerson. A strong start from Syracuse. Dominique Camp lighting it up from three.